Hello, America. This is Mark Hale with Wilson Print Marketing's Marketing Tip of the Day. Today, I want to talk to you about brochures and 10 ways that you can increase the effectiveness of your company brochure. Purpose. Why are you doing the brochure? What do you want it to accomplish? Do you want it to sell a product? Do you want it to introduce services? What is the purpose? Avoid putting laundry lists in your brochure. People don't like to read a lot of copy, a lot of text, a lot of bullet points. So when you start laundry listing everything, every service and product that you offer, you end up not motivating anybody to buy, and the brochure ends up being a waste because your end user, your prospect, your customer won't read it. There's just too much data, too much information, and nothing ties together because it's different services and different products. Avoid too much copy. We've had clients that just want to get overly verbose in the amount of copy that they put into a brochure and over-explaining things. We live in a soundbite society, so it's best to communicate with bullet points and short fragments of information. Now, these short fragments of information need to lead to more questions, because ultimately with the brochure, you want them to reach for service. You want them to look at it and say, well, I got a question about this, and you want them to call. Always present the product that you're highlighting in your brochure or service in light of the problem that it solves for your customer. People buy solutions to problems. Last year, Home Depot sold 250,000 quarter-inch drill bits. Nobody went into the store because they needed a quarter-inch drill bit. They went in and bought the quarter-inch drill bit because they wanted a quarter-inch hole, right? So it's the benefit of the product. So present your products and services in light of the benefit or the problem that it solves for the customer. This goes to your do-it-yourselfers. Depending on how important it is for your brochure to be effective, you should probably hire a professional to design your brochure. Desktop publishing, while it seems like a good idea, your experience is not necessarily in graphic design, and there are tricks to the trade in graphic design to make it better. Resist the urge to use, desktop publishing to design your brochure, because it'll probably not be as good. Friends may think it looks nice, but it won't work. You want it to be effective, want it to communicate to your end user. Create your brochure from the reader's point of view. Okay, what do they want to know about? What questions do they have? Your brochure should answer the questions that the end user, the reader, has. Don't be boring. Avoid cliches. Conveniently located. In business for 50 years. Nobody cares. What they care about is the solution to the problem, how your product is going to solve the person's problem. So avoid cliches, because when you get cliches, it takes up space, for one, and two, it instantly makes your piece boring. People avoid reading it because they're looking at it with a yawn. It's the same phrases that they've heard other people use over and over and over and over and over. Meaningless. It doesn't mean anything. Don't use industry terminology in your brochure if you can avoid it, unless you're going to explain and define what that industry terminology is. Doctors, lawyers are very bad about putting a lot of industry terms in their brochures and their marketing material. The problem is the average Joe doesn't know what that means. And what do you do when you come across something you don't understand, you don't read? You're not looking it up to see what it means. Most people don't. They just push it aside and go on. That's one of the biggest things to having an ineffective brochure, is using a lot of industry terms. Explain, if you must use it, define the term and explain the benefit of whatever that term is. If you get a brochure made, disseminate it. In other words, use it, pass it out. It does no good sitting on your shelf waiting there for just the right day or the right customer to do it. Send it, put it in your invoice statements when you mail it out. Have your salespeople use it and passing it out. You need to use the material that you created. So I hope that information helped you on creating a brochure. We've got a team of graphic designers here that can help you design it. We've got marketing people also that can help you with the copywriting of the brochure if you need that. You made it this far in the video, and thank you for watching. If you like the content, please hit the like button below, share the video, bring a buddy, tell a friend, and I'll see you next week.